Welcome to Beauty and the Beards, everybody. My name is Al. I'm going to be your host for today's episode, this wonderful episode, this amazing episode, this coolish kind of episode. It's not super cold outside, but it's a little chilly. It's snowing. Ground is a little frozen. But I don't necessarily need a heavy coat. We're doing it though. But what I need you to do before I do anything else, I need you to like the video, subscribe to the video, share the video, comment down below, do all the wonderful things that you know that you need to be doing on YouTube because you're here on YouTube and you hear it all the time. You need to do it. Just do it. You know you need to do it. Just do it.
Someone press fast forward? What the hell happened?
What?
I said, did someone press fast forward?
Man, but do it. Do it. Me, never alone, never ever alone, never by myself, ever, never, nope. I mean, unless I'm at home, then usually I'm by myself.
Jesus.
You know, by myself downstairs in my own little dungeon. But today I'm not downstairs in my dungeon by myself. No, not at all. I got the wonderful Kiana and the amazing Scott. How are you guys?
Jesus Christ. What's happening?
Oh, man. I don't know. It's Sunday morning. I decided to switch it up and change the intro just a slight little bit. Little change to the intro a little bit. Just
Sir, if you don't slow down how fast you're talking, I'm going to fight you.
A little bit of a change. Today's episode brought to you by Pokeshop, Pokecenter, Pokeshop. Yeah.
Pokeshop Collectibles.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. It's a Sunday where I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. Dokkan Battles 10th Anniversary Part 2 started on Friday night. I've been grinding it ever since it came out. Sorry. Shout out to Dokkan Battle. Shout out to Dragon Ball Z. One of the greatest animes of all time. One of the greatest mobile games of all time. Shout out to 10 years of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Fun times. But shout out to Pokeshop Collectibles. Those guys are super cool. Shout out to all of them. We have been bouncing around, doing stuff with them left and right between Scott and his wife, Brittany. They've been over there throughout the week, hanging out with them, doing stuff with them left and right. Plan on doing more stuff with them in the future, but as always, love those guys and love working with them. So glad to have them a part of this. Maybe some more sponsors here soon, coming here soon, probably from East Coast Cross-Ups. I don't know yet. We got to see. I got to talk to Quan and Sheik and them, but yeah, maybe some more from them here soon because they have a tournament coming up in March. I just asked him last night, but I can't remember what day specifically in March. But I want to say it's March 12th will be the next fighting game tournament. So if you guys are fighting game players and you guys want to go test your skills in fighting games that you like, they might have a tournament that you might be able to get into, maybe win a cash prize, depending on how many people join into the tournament. So if you like that, go give it a shot. I might even be there. I might be doing some commentary. I might be in the tournament. Who knows? You might get your ass kicked by me.
And for Pokeshop Collectibles, if you are interested, they do Pokemon card TCG tournaments on every other Thursday. No, sorry, every other Saturday. This past Saturday was the one. So the one after this, not the one that come immediately after this episode, but the Saturday after that.
He is struggling.
I am struggling. Listen,
look, I was going that fast and barely was missing beats, and he is struggling.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That was rough.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell.
Didn't just let that shit ride. He fucking
bro, that was rough.
I was letting it ride, but then you just kept tripping and stumbling,
worse.
and it's just like, all right, yo. And it's like, how many times are you gonna trip and stumble before you actually fall?
I was just gonna keep tripping and stumbling, but you guys fucking stopped me.
Yeah, because the more I sit here and watch you go, it
was not good.
Let me pull out my fucking calendar. I'll just give it a date, you fucking dickheads.
Not good.
The next Pokeshop DCG tournament is on the 29th. No, we don't have a 29th. It's on the 1st. It's on March 1st.
Wow.
There we go.
It's not a leap year. And
Jesus.
then they also do trade nights every other Thursday. The next trade night is the day after this episode airs on the 20th.
So tomorrow,
and you can catch them
technically for like when this episode airs tomorrow.
Yeah,
tomorrow night. Be there or be square.
And both of them always start at 4 p.m. And they also do Whatnot streams every Friday. I think they started at 6, if I remember right. They might start a little bit earlier than that. I'm not exactly sure, but you can check them out. They do $1 start auctions on single cards.
Yeah, really good cards too. Really good cards. You can find some really good hidden gems in there. I found a lot of good stuff through them. I've gone up to their shop, found a lot of cool stuff in their display cases as well. So definitely go out there and check them out if you're a big Pokemon fan or if you're a big anime fan in general, because they do have a lot of anime card games there as well. The only thing that they don't dabble in is sports trading cards. So if you're a sports trading card fan, you got to go to some of the other shops. But If you're Pokemon, anime, Warhammer, anything like that, these guys more than likely will have you covered in some aspect, some way, shape, or form. So definitely go check them out. We love them a lot. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's show. We have a good amount of things to talk about, and we even have a pretty hefty tier list to do at the end of this episode. It's going to be a fun one. But to kind of start us out, let's go ahead and talk about the big hitter of the week, big hitter of the weekend, the thing that we had to wait so long to talk about, but it happened, and we're happy it happened. It was the Super Bowl. It's finally over.
It was rough.
We finally don't have to look at that shit anymore.
It was rough.
We do not have to look at the Eagles or the Chiefs for a whole nother year. Shout out to the Eagles. Fuck your fans. They literally, oh my God, it's not even funny.
Dude, I saw the videos of how much shit they destroyed the next day.
I was seeing for the first day, I was seeing nothing but the good side of it, where it's like, people are just happy. They're celebrating with each other because they stopped the three-peat. I saw like a dude that was like in a wheelchair that was paralyzed. He was getting raised up above the crowd. People were like crowd surfing. It was like a really cute moment. He was like happy. He was cheering. It was awesome stuff. I was seeing some great stuff. And then
it hit nighttime.
And then a day later, not even a day later, I was at the fucking parade. Dude shoots 3 females or whatever in their fucking legs or some shit.
Jesus, I didn't know about that.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah. Dude shoots somebody.
I did see.
And somebody was like, "Oh, they're probably Chiefs fan." I'm like, "No, they're probably Eagles fans shooting another Eagles fan because Eagles fans just don't know how to fucking act around each other. Eagles fans just don't know how to act out in public for some fucking reason. They just can't get it together."
I did see like their mayor or governor or something like that. So it was saying, telling people not to climb on the light poles and shit. And they were like, "All right, word." So they pulled them bitches out of the ground and started hauling them around.
There were 2 women shot yesterday, or not yesterday, during the parade celebration. Yeah.
Yep. Can't wait for the Vikings to win one because it'll probably be the most sweetest, happiest fucking time of our lives because ain't nobody gonna get shot, but all of us are gonna be standing hand in hand together, being so fucking happy, just screaming skull. It's gonna be great. Can't wait for it. When that happens, hopefully before I die, hopefully. But
I'm sure we'll get one.
Yeah, but
at least one.
For those who didn't watch football for some fucking reason that you didn't watch football on that Sunday, because I'm going to be so real. If you're an American and you're not watching the Super Bowl on Sunday, you probably don't have a whole lot of shit going on. And if you have more, if it's not work, what the fuck are you doing? Really? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I didn't used to watch Super Bowl.
I wasn't even going to watch it.
What were you doing?
Yeah, once
I do every other day.
I got invited to go with Bryson and his friends, and if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have watched it.
Before I gave a shit about sports, I felt more entertained watching television, just doing something, watching some fucking anime or something.
Yeah, you don't even do that.
Facts.
But if you didn't watch football, it was a blowout. It was an ass whooping. The Chiefs might as well have not even fucking showed up.
Yeah,
they might as well have not even have been there. They could have just said, "Hey, we're not even going to play our players today. They all have leukemia for some reason." They could have said that. And then it probably would have been a better opportunity instead of, them going out there and getting their asses bent over, pants pulled down, and spanked in front of God and everybody. Because that's exactly what happened. The Eagles put the boots to their asses. The score was like 40-something to something by the end of it. I honestly don't even care what the full score was. You can go look it up. If Kiana wants to say it, she can.
I think it was like 41 or something like that.
All I want to say is
22 to 40.
Yeah, BTA, belt to ass, complete ass whooping. There was no way they were doing it.
The Chiefs went through the entire first half, not scoring a single point and getting only 1 first down.
Yep. Mahomes got sacked so much. It was so funny watching that man get thrown around the field. Oh, that shit was hilarious.
Dude, it was so rough for them.
And the Eagles didn't get flagged once for taking him. And I was just like, yo, this kind of...
Every time it happened, I look at Bryson and be like, oh, they're not doing good.
So I think the Chiefs forgot to make that last little payment to the refs before that game started.
Once again, shout out to the homies at East Coast Cross Up. Shout out to my boy Jalen at Crazy Work Customs. If you got cleats that you want done, if you have football cleats that you want done, or baseball cleats that you want done, go check out Crazy Work Customs on Instagram. That is my boy Jalen. He is doing big things right now. Like, literally is making cleats for people that know Deshaun Jackson. He made cleats for I believe it was Josh Metellus on the Minnesota Vikings. Like, he's made cleats for a bunch of different actual NFL players and baseball players. I'm pretty sure he's even considered taking or doing custom like baseball gloves and stuff because he was talking with Jazz Chisholm, the outfielder and second baseman for what used to be the Marlin. He used to play for the Florida Marlins, played for the New York Yankees last year in their playoff run. And I think he's still a Yankee this year. But Jazz Chisholm is a very good up and coming young star who's been doing his thing in the league. And he just talked to him. So definitely, if you got some stuff that y'all want to go get done, go talk to him. But yeah, they're all Eagles fans, and they were all super, super, super happy. So I was happy for them. I was happy for Saquon Barkley, the running back for the Eagles. Mm-hmm. I was really happy for him. If there was any player that I wanted to win the Super Bowl, it was Saquon. Saquon had played for the Giants his past few years. He did not even get the opportunity to play in the playoffs like he should have. And we all knew from rip that he was going to be one of the biggest running backs in the league. And then this year when he got put on the Eagles, he went out there and showed exactly that. Like he showed exactly why he is number one running back in the league. Like I can say that safely. He is the number one running back in the league. I don't see anybody better than Saquon Barkley. I mean, when you have a man that's going out there and reverse hurdling people, I mean,
that still might be the play of the year, to be honest with you.
It is play of the year. I guarantee it's play of the year. But
that shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing highlights for that.
Stomped them.
Yeah, they fucking.
Yeah, it
got to the point in the
not
fourth
a good
quarter
time for them.
where Hurts got out and they put in I don't know who the fuck their backup quarterback is.
Oh, Jordan Pickett. Yeah, shout out Pickett. Pickett has a ring before Dak Prescott. The Cowboys suck so bad. Oh,
but they put Pickett in, and Hurts just sat on the sideline and just hung out until the end of the game.
Yeah,
Pickett did awful. I don't know if he was really trying, but he didn't do good. I can see that.
I'm pretty sure I saw a stat the other day that said it was one of the players in the Super Bowl, and I think it was Jalen Hurts. I think it was Jalen Hurts has been born, grown up, went through school, got to the NFL, went to the playoffs, and has won a Super Bowl before the Cowboys have been to the Super Bowl. And that shit was killing me. I was like, I don't know how true that is. It's the last time the Cowboys has been to the Super Bowl. But if that is real, if he has been born and literally has lived a full life to get to a Super Bowl ring before.
Sir.
I was trying to mute my watch and I hit the wrong button.
Such unprofessionalism.
Sorry. Well, my phone's muted, but apparently my watch
Very unprofessional. Could have put it on Do Not Disturb. Wow.
I've never had to turn the sound off on my watch before, so I didn't know what button to press.
Doesn't care about his friends.
You right, eat my ass.
Doesn't care about his friends. But aside from the absolute thrashing that the Eagles gave the Chiefs,
there's someone else that got way more embarrassed that night.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest get shit on moment.
God, that was so good.
Most recent music history. Honestly, and somebody said it, and excuse me if this is a little too dark for some people, but I've seen so many people say it where it's like the only way that Drake wins this beef now is he either has to kill Kendrick or kill himself, because there is no way for him to win now. There's no way for it's literally got to be like a Biggie Tupac, somebody shoots one of them situation, and now one of them has to just go on and make music and not have to worry about the other. It has to be that type of situation, because like Kendrick's won. Kendrick is one. I don't care if you are a Drake fan. I don't care. I used to like Drake back in the day too, but I can't suck the copium dick and say that Drake has won anything in this battle other than a fuckload of L's. Because, dear Lord, when a grown man takes a Grammy-winning song that was number one on the charts for so long and literally says, if I sing this, they gonna sue me. But you know what? Fuck it. Mustard on the beat, ho. Like, bro, you lost. You lost. And then the thing about it too that makes it even funnier. Okay, so like before I keep going, people who didn't watch, who don't know, or for the white folk who kept typing in the comment section saying this was the worst halftime show ever because there's about a good 50 million of you.
So wrong. Alan's one of them.
Of course he is. Love you, Alan, but I knew you were going to fall into that
so
group.
Good.
Everybody wants to be like, this was the worst halftime show ever, just because he didn't get on a fucking platform that swung him from fucking rafter to rafter, or wear this big glowy bright ass fucking bedazzled ass jacket with pants and everything.
A lot of shit. There was a lot of Easter eggs in that set.
There was, including a dude who was protesting that wasn't even supposed to be a part of that shit. It was great. But if you don't know, there was a beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. That's the beginning of it. You should already have known this part. If you didn't know that part, boom, now you know. Most of the halftime show that was performed was majority of songs from Kendrick's new album. There were some songs that came from his old stuff, but like a majority of it was stuff from this new album. Even the stuff that he did with SZA, which shout out to SZA. She fucking killed her shit in that fucking show. She performed her ass off.
And he had Serena Williams.
Oh, shout out to Serena Williams. About to say, we're going to get to that one because that's pretty big too.
Okay, when we get to it.
But yeah, but basically, this whole entire performance was like Kendrick's like, all right, I've done it now type of performance. Like I've hit the point where I've marked my achievements. I've hit my achievements. Like I've done my stuff. Like he doesn't have to quit now. He doesn't have to by any means necessary. He can definitely keep going. He can definitely just still do stuff. But like this is definitely one of those things where it's like I'm really untouchable. Like you really can't fucking touch me. Like I've done so much now, and now I've got two halftime performances at the Super Bowl, 2 of them in less than a 5-year span. Like who has done that?
He did make sure not to do any of the songs that he did in that last show.
And that's the thing. That's the thing that makes that even crazier is because this was a majority of it, like I said, was from his new album. Mm-hmm. The fact that his new album hit so well that he was able to fit a majority of that album in this halftime performance, and everybody at the whole time being like, oh, yeah, and not caring that it's all new shit is amazing. Because when Beyonce did Christmas, everybody was talking shit because it was all her fucking country album. Nobody wanted to listen to her country album.
Because it fucking sucked.
I love Beyonce, so I'm not going to say nothing on her country shit. I don't listen to it. I love Beyonce, but nobody listened to that. For people who
thoroughly enjoy country music, it sucked.
I mean, hey, it is what it is.
People are so mad that she won that Grammy.
I can't believe she won that Grammy over Billie Eilish. Anyways,
so
it's Beyonce. It's Beyonce.
Yeah.
That's what they do. It's Beyonce.
Yeah, she
what
pays
can you
people.
Do? What can you do? It is what it is. I'm about to say, don't let them hear you say that out loud.
Go on, baby, take me out. Let's go.
I was talking about the Beehive. The Beehive will come after you. All them crazy ass, like the Swifties. They hide a little deeper underground.
But just like the fucking stands too.
They're bad. They're pretty bad. But this halftime performance, there is a lot of shit. So first off, shout out to Samuel L. Jackson.
God, yeah, that was such good shit.
Shout out to Uncle Sam.
That shit threw me off whenever I saw him.
I was like, no way, bro.
Oh, man. Samuel L. Jackson being there was so good for me. I was like, this is fantastic. Shout out to Samuel L. Jackson.
That was amazing.
He is a king. I love that man. And then I saw people talk about him standing on the hood of that Grand National.
Dude, there were so many people that were thoroughly upset. It's all car guys.
Yeah.
It's a
they
classic.
were talking about it at Kyle's
They were
too.
upset about him standing on the hood of it and the fact that they cut a hole in the floor.
I was going to say the fact that they destroyed the inside of the car anyways, yeah.
I was like, it's like he could just go buy.
But that basically cuts out a stock of that many cars still available and still in good condition. Car people, man, they'll care more about that than they will almost anything else you see.
Yeah, they were talking about it at Kyle's.
Y'all gave that much of a shit, there wouldn't be that many cars in the junkyard. I don't want to hear nothing. If y'all was that big into restoring shit, we wouldn't have as many cars in the junkyard taking up space. There would be so many beat up ass cars on the road. Y'all would get that much of a shit.
Once a car is so bad, even car people won't try to restore it.
Yeah.
Some people just don't get to it in time.
Some people don't have money to do
shit
it.
Ain't cheap, bro.
Gotta be quicker than that. Like what the fuck?
Why do you think I ain't worked on that? Shit ain't cheap, bro.
I'm just saying.
It's gonna cost me thousands to restore that car.
Shit, bro. You don't see me going, boo, I don't have Hollow Charizard because I can't spend $1,000 on it, but I want it so bad. But this guy just took one and crumpled it up. Fuck him. Like, I don't do that. Fuck that guy. That guy wanted to
I'll be
crumple
mad
up.
about it, but I'm not
that
going to cry about it.
I mean, that's exactly. I'm not even gonna be mad about it. You want to know why? Because I didn't waste that money. That guy just blew $1,000. What a dumbass! What a dumbass! What a capital dumbass!
There's something Diesel. Some YouTube channel. I can't remember what the YouTube channel's name is.
Whistling Diesel?
Yeah, Whistling Diesel. He buys fucking expensive ass trucks and shit and just
Destroys
beats the
everything.
shit out
It's
of them.
great.
Destroys them. That's like the content of his channel is buying expensive shit
and destroying it. It's great.
Oh goodness.
Shout out to Whistling Diesel.
Justin loves his channel. I can't watch it because it would hurt too much.
Anyways, back to the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl halftime show. Uncle Sam, great, fantastic, loved having him there. Shout out to him doing the. There was a conspiracy that I seen about him doing certain things because the layout of the Super Bowl halftime show, the way that the layout of the stage setup was, they were all PlayStation buttons. If you didn't notice, they were all PlayStation buttons. There was a circle, there was a square, there was an X, and there was a triangle. They were all there. And even at the end, it said "Game Over," representing kind of like the end of like I won this shit, but also like video game symbolization. But on top of that, he performed inside of the X at the halftime show.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And I have seen, as a fan of this former rapper, I've seen conspiracies saying that he's taking a shot to Drake for also being a part of the murder of XXXTentacion. Because that has been a big theory that he has had some kind of plot or some kind of hand into the killing of X. And people are even saying that whenever he was standing on the Grand National, that his cadence and everything and the way that he is standing on the National and the way the lights are hitting him and everything is very much like X's double XL cipher, his double XL freshman cipher, whenever he first came in as a rapper. And whenever you first like start really blowing up as a rapper, you'll get an offer to probably do the freshman cipher, which is just basically you and maybe 3 or 4 other rappers will come in and you guys will do a freestyle on a beat that they hand you. And there's been a lot of bad ones and a lot of good ones over the years, but people are saying that the way Kendrick was kneeled down on the hood of the car, the way that he was rapping and everything with like the mic and everything, and even the cadence and the flow that he was using was very reminiscent of X from the Cypher. And even doing the song Peekaboo in the X, I believe, also has some kind of symbolization, but there's a whole lot of stuff that is pointing.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff.
There's a whole lot of stuff that was in there. So I mean, like, if you want to go dig through the theory list or the conspiracy list of the halftime show, you could probably go do that. But that was just the one that I wanted to bring up because I am a big fan of X, and if he did have something to do with it, then fuck that motherfucker even more.
I did hear that. I don't fact check anything. I did hear that the whole layout of his stage looking like the PlayStation button and everything else is because apparently, like I said, I don't fact check anything, that Sony owns Drake's label.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, Sony owns Drake's record label.
Well, that would be fucking hilarious if that is the case. But I also did notice too, somebody did bring up that the lighting up of the stage or each shape of stages is in the sequence of
the GTA cheat code.
cheat code for
I saw that too.
And I was like, basically meaning like I am unkillable. You can't stop me. Like I am even more invincible. Like he's so good. But the big moment was, of course, at the end when Uncle Sam came in and was like, all right, you got everybody on the edge of this seat now. You just got to bring it on home, but just make sure that you don't mess it up. And then all you hear is, bam, 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 and then it cuts, and then they fucking bring the backup singers in there. They're like, are you really about to do it? And he was like, oh, he starts saying some shit. And then He fucking drops the fucking song. He drops Not Like Us, starts rapping that shit. Everybody's going crazy. I've seen so many videos of this
I love
shit
the
online.
memes that come from it too, like the Say Drake.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the videos of everybody's reactions to this shit has all been the same. I've seen every single video of somebody recording the inside of their house during the halftime show, and everybody's reaction. And I'm so glad everybody in America and the world were all reacting the same fucking way to this shit, because like he was going through and singing this shit, like we were all vibing with him. But like we were singing, but then we were also getting quiet because we were like trying to hear if he was gonna say certain shit, and he just kept going, and then eventually it got to a point where he went, "Say Drake," and smiled so hard at the camera and said that man's name, and everybody in the entire world went, "Oh!"
Yeah.
Because nobody in their right mind thought, after explicitly saying, if I sing this, they are going to sue me, that he would go out of his way to deliberately say the man's name who is going to come after him and sue him. Like,
looked dead at the camera, smiled with one hell of a shit-eating grin.
And then to drop the world's big, like, it sounded like a WWE pay-per-view, and Paul Heyman just came out. And Paul Heyman just came out and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman." And everybody in the crowd said that shit together. But instead, take that out and just throw in a fat ass A minor. And the whole entire stadium erupted. And you know, as a grown man, I have anxiety. I do. I have a lot of anxiety. I go through a lot of shit in my life that would give me, you know, a fair amount of anxiety, some would say. I know y'all probably go through a certain amount of anxiety throughout your daily lives, you know, probably more than others, you know. I could not imagine the amount of anxiety that the pit in my chest. I could not imagine being the motherfucker sitting on my couch and watching the entire world call you a PDF file. Could not be me. Could not be me. Could not be me. Could not be me. You know how, bro, like,
I get you can't say it, but that's not what I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were just gonna say like the P word,
bro.
No,
like
PDF file,
bro. Because like, like I had anxiety when I got like cheated on in high school, and I thought that was the end of the world, and I thought that I wouldn't be able to continue on and everything, bro. Like, it's the Super Bowl. Like,
you're on the biggest stage you can ever play in front of thousands in the audience, and then millions watching around the world.
Yep. Right.
That's funny.
And you're playing a song that just won 5 Grammys for you calling somebody else a
like,
PDF file.
Yeah.
It's gonna fuck me up all day, man.
Yeah. But it's like, bro, like because that's the thing about it. If it was like a music festival, if it was a concert, whatever, we've already seen it, blah, 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 blah. But this is one of the concerts. Like, this is the spot. Everybody is tuning in to watch this one time slot. If they're not watching the whole football game, they're tuning in to watch this.
And I can tell you how much NFL and ESPN does not give a fuck. They keep sharing it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They keep posting it on all their platforms.
Oh, dude. They love it. They're
eating this publicity right now.
Oh, I fucking bet they are.
They love it. And that's why Kendrick knew. Like, all this shit was rehearsed. So he knew that he was going to have to sing this fucking song. And he knew he was going to get sued for it. But he also knew that he's going to make way more money than he needs to make.
And then to bring out 2 of Drake's exes.
Yeah, and then Serena Williams coming out there and hitting the meanest crip walk on him. Oh, and like shout out to my aunt. Love my aunt, but she shared the same mindset as some people in the comment sections for some of these fucking posts about Serena Williams being there, and they were saying stuff along the lines of, oh, Serena has her own stuff going on. She has nothing to do with this Drake situation, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, she has everything to do with the Drake situation. I'm like, because if she doesn't, then she has no reason to be at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
She's there because she's Drake's ex.
And literally the only time, sorry, microphone stand people, the only time that she is in the Super Bowl is for the song that is blatantly for shots at Drake.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't there during the SZA shit. She wasn't there in the beginning whenever they were like stomping the yard and doing the American flag. Like
we were watching and I was like, holy shit, is that who the fuck I think that is?
Yeah.
I didn't know at first, I'll be honest, because I don't pay attention to Drake like that to know who his exes are.
I didn't either. I knew who she was.
And
I just didn't know why she was
like,
there for a minute.
Know? And he was just, yeah, I knew. I was like, well, I should have known you knew, but
I would say
I just wanted to make sure you knew.
Yeah.
That shit, it was fantastic. He absolutely
ate that shit up.
He destroyed.
It was so good. I saw a thing that said that he walked more than what the fuck is his name from the Chiefs? Why can't I remember his name? I'm blanking. Yeah, that more than Holmes ran, and I was like, oof.
Oh, and that
he traveled more yards on the field than Mahomes.
Yeah, he moved more than Mahomes did, and I was like, that's rough.
We all know that the only reason why the Chiefs got that last touchdown is because the Eagles are just sitting back letting it happen.
It was because
if the defense on the Eagles would have kept playing like they have been the whole game,
Eagles substituted their entire secondary. They took all their starters out. At that point, when they got that touchdown, they didn't have any of their starters in. That's why they got the touchdown, because it's the only way they could do it. If they had their starters in, they weren't.
Yeah, that was not.
So yeah, no, the
Eagles knew they won, so they took all their starters out. Every one of them.
Shout out to Saquon Barkley. Shout out to Jalen Hurts. Shout out to what is it, Jordan Pickett? I think it was his name, the backup quarterback that got a Super Bowl. Shout out to them. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the fans of the Eagles, but other than them, I have no reason to hate the team. I really don't.
I feel like it's the same reason why you hate the Yankees. You hate the Yankees fans.
Oh no, I fucking full on hate the Yankees. Fuck the Yankees. Fuck the Yankees. That is not even the same.
I thought you said you like the Yankees players.
No. That was the Dodgers. That was the Dodgers.
Oh yeah.
It is never the Yankees. I fucking hate the Yankees.
My sister called me because she's a Kansas City Chiefs fan. In between us sitting there watching the Super Bowl, because my niece was calling, going nah. So my sister called me, and she was like sitting there, and I was talking to her for a minute, and I was like, "So how you feeling?" She goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, the Super Bowl." She goes, "I love you. Goodbye," and just hangs up on me, and I was like, "All right."
Oh my goodness!
I was like, "Fine."
I'm about to say my group chat was blowing up from all the guys on the game because, like I said, they're all from up north that way. And they're all Eagles fans, and they were just between the Discord and the Instagram chat. Even some posts in the TikTok group chat, they were going fucking crazy. They were going crazy. And then they told me that night, they were like, "Yeah, we about to go out on the streets." I was like, "You're testing life." Like, you're rolling the dice on life. Don't know why you would do that with yourself. Why would you do that? Why would you want to do that? Fucking weirdos, yo. Like, golly.
You're testing life.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
So you have a death wish.
Right, like, why would you? They're like, "Oh, it's not that bad." And I'm like, okay. All right. Yeah, sure, bud. Sure, pal. Sure, pal.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I wouldn't be caught dead near that fucking state if when they win or lose.
No.
In football season, I am not going near Philadelphia. No. I could be there for basketball season. I have hockey season. I could be there for baseball. I will not have a problem. The moment football starts, I am staying as far the fuck away from Philadelphia as I possibly fucking can. That is just that.
That's fair.
That is just that.
I still find the reactions to Drake fans watching the Super Bowl almost funnier than the rest of it.
Yeah, bro.
They just be mad as fuck in the moment he says, "Say Drake." They just look at the camera like, "Oh my fucking God, he said it."
Yeah, like I said, the amount of copium that these motherfuckers had thinking that Drake won this beef or won this rap beef, whatever the fuck they thought he won. I don't know why y'all thought this. There was no way that he won this. There was no way that he won this. We said that he
I knew
didn't
there
win.
was a beef. I have never once heard somebody play one of his songs from that beef.
Drake's. I mean, like they were okay. His songs were okay, but they were not like there were. So he has some good lines in like a few of those songs. Like I'll give him the respect that he deserves because he did like Retaliate, and there were a couple songs that really kind of hit, and then there were songs that just didn't. But the thing about Kendrick was the majority of his hit, and then the one that he ended off on won him a fucking Grammy.
Right.
Like
5.
It hit so hard that it won him a fucking Grammy. And the thing about it is, too, is he's so good that not only did he get a Grammy for that, but like you just said, he got 5 Grammys in total. But the thing was Not Like Us was not on the album that most of those Grammys won.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So not only did he shit off on him in this rap beef, but then he beat him and a bunch of other motherfuckers with one album.
He swept every category he was in.
Mm-hmm.
He won every category he was nominated in.
I saw.
Like,
saw him holding all of them.
I didn't watch the Grammys, but I saw all the highlights.
Yeah, I did too.
Saw people mad about Beyonce winning and people happy
over Billie Eilish. Yeah,
won.
Yeah. Like I just don't know how. Like you could be a Drake fan, but like you gotta face the facts.
I only like his old stuff.
Like, and I like his old stuff too. Like, I like his stuff. Like, I don't
listen to any of his new
Drake.
shit.
I don't, but like, as a fan,
I haven't listened to Drake since probably like 2012, maybe.
If one of my favorite rap artists got into a fucking rap beef and he lost the rap beef, I gotta just chalk that shit up and suck it up and be like, that motherfucker lost.
I'm a big MGK fan. I'm a big MGK fan.
Oh, yeah,
I understand he lost that beef, but I still think he made the catchier song.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. MGK lost the beef with Eminem because you can't beat Eminem at his own game. You can't beat Eminem at his own game.
Valid.
But I listen to Rap Devil before I listen to Killshot because I don't know. It feels like more of a funny song to me. It's I don't know. It has a bop to it. It's not a good.
That's the thing about it too, though.
Is song though. It's not a rap battle song for sure.
That's the thing about it is too, though. Is like I'm pretty sure that Eminem went about it the same way too, where he killed them with the singles and then also went out and dropped an album that year, would then sweep his album and make his albums look like shit because he was also doing that pop punk shit or leaning into that pop punk shit at that time.
I love that album. I'm just saying. I love MGK. I don't hate.
I like
hate
MGK.
Eminem.
Yeah.
I don't like.
But
MGK,
I do like the way that Eminem
I went to his
sounded
EST
before.
Fest.
Eminem's sound is different now in his newer shit.
It's an awfully hot coffee pot. That's Flanagan, Chris Flanagan.
What fucking stand-up comedian?
Zach Brannigan. Huh?
What stand-up comedian is it that did that?
I don't know. There's a lot of them that do that because Eminem is just such a funny fucking dude.
That started from a stand-up comedian. He did it, and then they put him on one of the songs.
I can't remember. I can't remember.
And you wouldn't have watched it, but over the weekend they started that NBA All-Star too.
Yep. NBA All-Star Game is live tonight as of the recording of this. You guys will already have seen it by the release of this episode. But tonight is the actual All-Star Game. They're doing it a little bit different this year. I don't know how it's gonna actually go, which I gotta look up and see. I'll look up after this.
I only knew it started because I saw Dylan Wang was on there.
Well, I'll have to look and see when it starts because the way that they're doing it this year.
He's a Chinese actor and singer and he does like
No
the K-pop dramas and shit.
No surprise to Kiana.
I saw a clip of him in a basketball jersey and I was like, wait a fucking second, what's happening right now?
There you go. Hey, I mean, that's
so then I dove into the NBA All-Star thing yesterday.
Stars come out for All-Star weekend, man. People love that All-Star shit.
They had lots of fucking people.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there. A lot of people were there. But the All-Star weekend started. Tonight is the game. Yesterday was the side games, being the skills challenge, the 3-point contest, and the slam dunk contest. So I don't really pay attention to the skills challenge. Skills challenge is okay. It's basically just an obstacle course where they like dribble a basketball and do like small things where like they pass them through like precision hoops or like they'll run around like stands and stuff like that. There's a whole lot of stuff that they do for these skill challenges.
An obstacle course, pretty much.
Yeah. And that's cool. Shout out to Donovan Mitchell and one of his teammates. They won both the trophies for the skills challenge. I think it's like this year they did like a co-op team thing where they took 2 players from each team as opposed to just doing the 1 player from each team for it. So it was like a a relay race kind of deal. So
Yeah.
it was really cool. I have to go back and like look at it, but I know that Donovan Mitchell and one of his teammates, they ended up winning it for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So that was a cool little achievement for them. And then the 3-point contest was the one that kind of threw me off the most as far as the winner goes, because we had, outside of Steph Curry wasn't a part of it, but we had Damian Lillard, who won the last 2 3-point contests. So he's the reigning defending champion.
Jesus.
He was going in for the 3-peat, which has never happened.
Mhm.
And then we had Buddy Hield, who is also a returning champion. I'm pretty sure he won the year before Damian Lillard went on his 2-win streak.
Good God.
So he was in it as well. And then you had like 2 rookies, I'm pretty sure. Or no, you had Cade Cunningham, who, if you were picking Cade Cunningham from the Pistons to win the 3-point contest, you're a fucking loser. And I'm glad you lost money on your parlay, you fucking idiot. But Cade Cunningham, he was in it for some fucking reason. He was in it for some fucking reason. And it really was just, it was so weird. They had another man by the name of Tyler Hero, who plays for the Miami Heat. The thing that was weird, Damian Lillard didn't make it out of round 1. The defending champion who was coming back for the 3-peat gets eliminated in round 1. Loses because he literally misses 1 shot less than Tyler Hero. So Tyler Hero scrapes by and barely makes it in with 19 points. Damian Lillard made 18.
Eesh.
So he's out. So we go into the next round, and it's Tyler Hero versus Buddy Hield. And Buddy Hield in round 1 put the most points up. He dropped like 34. He made almost like the most buckets out of all of them, like only missing like 5 or 6 or some shit like that. He went crazy. And the whole time I was watching him, I was like, Buddy's a shooter. Buddy Hield is a shooter. Buddy Hield is a shooter. Stop playing with Buddy. He is a shooter. He is like that. Because Buddy Hield, he has proven that he is like that. He definitely has. But putting up those points, I was like, all right, bet. That's strong out the gate for him. He gets in there and gets his rhythm again. He's going to go crazy. We get to the next round. Tyler Hero has to go up again because he was the last person. He had the least amount of points, so they were like, you're going to be the first person this time around instead of being the last person. You're going to be the first person. So he goes out there and sets the standard, and he drops like 24 fucking points or some shit like that. This motherfucker goes out there, beats everybody. Some reason, somehow, nobody can all of a sudden beat 24 points. Not even Buddy Hield, who literally just dropped 34. He missed like 5 out of the 6, or like 4 out of the 5 on his first rack. Missed like 3 out of the 5 on his second rack.
Jesus.
And then finally started to get his rhythm by the third rack. But then by that time, he had little to no time. And he was like having to scrape by for points. And then it came down to his last shot, which would have tied him with Tyler, that would have sent them into overtime. And he just barely missed it. So Tyler Hero wins the 3-point contest. Shout out to him. He gets to take it back home to Miami, which is cool for him because I don't think that he's won anything in the All-Star games, even though I think he is like a 2-time or 3-time All-Star now. I think this is like his 3rd appearance, I believe. So finally gets to take something home that isn't just like an overall team medal for winning an All-Star game or something. You know, he gets to take something more personable back to him. Cool shit. Even him, he said in his interview, I got lucky. Because he knows his competition in that whole entire thing. He knew who he was going up against in the 3-point contest.
Well, especially for the way that the first round went.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You see Buddy Hield drop 34 points in the first round. You're like, how the fuck do I combat this?
Shit.
What do I do? How do I fucking, like, what am I going to do here? Like, dog.
Only for you to literally get lucky.
But just as defeating as that was to everybody else in the 3-point contest, nothing is more defeating than going up against somebody you know who is going to win, which is exactly what happened in the slam dunk contest. For those who don't know, as basketball fans, most basketball fans know who this man is. Matt McClung is the reigning defending slam dunk champion. He has won the last 2 years in a row. He was also going for the 3-peat. And this motherfucker, holy shit, did he do it. And my God, it like at a point it was kind of pissing me off because I'm like, fuck, dude, just let somebody else do something cooler, please. Like, let somebody have something cooler. But, like, Matt McClung also, just for a little tidbit, he plays for the Orlando Magic. I don't know if he is a part of their starting lineup now, but the thing about Matt McClung for the longest time was that these last 2 years that he won the slam dunk contest, he was not a part of the main roster. They literally brought him from their G League roster to come do the slam dunk contest, and then he would win it and then go back down to G League. They would not bring him back up.
Are you looking up what he looks like?
He's only 26 and he's 6'2".
Yep.
Let me see a
And he
picture
is,
of him.
and I will show y'all afterwards his dunks. I will
That's
show
what I
you.
thought it was. Never mind.
I will show y'all afterwards what his dunks were. So keep in mind he is 6'2". When you said he is 6'2", and I'm gonna show y'all what the fuck this man did afterwards because the dunks that he was doing were fucking ridiculous. If you haven't seen him, go look him up. I'm pretty sure you can go watch all of the highlights on YouTube. NBA has probably posted all the highlights by now for that whole
Apparently,
entire
he
day.
jumped over a car. Whack
Yes.
ass shit.
Yes, he did. I was gonna wait to show y'all that, but yes, he did. He did do that. So
Knowing it happened doesn't change the fact that I haven't seen it
Yeah.
happen.
I mean, it would have been the shock factor of like, holy shit, what are they doing with a car? That would have been what I was looking for. But
Pulling
it's
a
okay.
car to the stadium is crazy.
Hey, people have done a lot more in stadiums, but it wasn't even a competition. I'm gonna be so real. It wasn't even a competition.
So is that the only successful three-peat?
Yeah, that was the only successful three-peat. He went out there and did it with flying
First
colors.
ever player in the NBA
Yep.
history to compete a three-peat in the slam dunk contest.
Yep, the first time ever.
Jesus.
At least somebody succeeded in a three-peat this year.
Right?
Man, I literally said that too. I was
Nobody
like,
else did.
Fuck
Fuck.
you, Mahomes.
I literally said this is probably the only three-peat that's gonna happen in the entirety of this year.
Holy.
So good. So good. But yeah, we have that. That was good. We have the game tonight, which is once again, it's a weird setup because normally when it comes to the All-Star game, there is a West and a East, and they have the conferences go head to head with each other. Today, though, they're doing it differently. The commentators for TNT's Inside the NBA, I'm pretty sure is what it is. They are the captains for the teams, and it's kind of like a tournament where the teams are going to play against each other, and at the end of the night, whoever won the first game is going to play against each other in the last game. So it's like a best of one. Two teams will face off in round one, and then whoever wins those
I feel like that's
ones,
not how a tournament bracket works.
it's how they're doing it tonight. I don't know. Oh well, no. There's There's whoever they'll do because I mean they only have one day to do this shit, so they're
I
gonna
know
play.
it just feels weird.
Hey, welcome to how they're doing it this year. You don't even watch basketball, so you don't even.
That's
I just know
valid.
how a tournament bracket works, and I know that's not how that works, and it fucking feels weird.
Well, welcome to there are 4 teams in total.
Oh, well, fuck, never mind. That makes sense.
Yeah,
they're
like
trying
what
to.
did you think there was like they were putting every team in the NBA in the All-Star
No,
game and making a play?
I figured it was more than 4. 4's a very low number. I figured it'd be at least like
How many commentators do you think they have?
8. At least 3.
How many? So you just said 8 for a tournament. After I told you that the commentators were going to
I
be
swear
captains.
to you, I just picked a random number when I said that. I didn't mean 3. I just picked a number. Damn it. I don't fucking know.
But I'm saying,
They could
like,
have had fucking 30 of them bitches. I don't know.
if they had 30 commentators talking at the same time, that's a lot of commentators, dog. That's a lot of commentators.
It's a lot of talking.
Everybody
That's
get
what
at
I'm
least.
saying.
At one time,
Man,
that's anxiety.
that is terrifying. Yeah, it's like a college game
That's
day.
how I wouldn't even know how to focus watching that shit.
That's like, oh man, that is exactly what college game day is whenever Pat McAfee and all of his college sports friends go out there and try to talk in front of a bunch of drunk college students. And they're like, yeah, I think Notre Dame's going to be. Yeah, I think Notre Dame's going to do a really good job. It's all it is. It's all college
Fucking
game day
shit.
is. It's all it fucking is. I love it, though.
Jesus.
Can't wait for football to come back next year.
I can't wait for college football to come
Man,
back.
it's going to be great football.
You said you wanted to talk about rivals.
Yes, because we are about to get the release of the new characters for Rivals, and I've been enjoying the piss out of that game. If you guys have not been playing Marvel
I've
Rivals,
not even played it.
oh man, it's so fun. But you gotta have an enjoyment of hero shooters. If you don't like games like Overwatch and stuff like that, You're not gonna probably be into it.
Never played
But-
that
Pretty
one
cool. I've
either.
never touched it because I know I don't like Overwatch.
I've never played it either.
I love
don't-
Marvel. Don't get me wrong. I don't care for Overwatch.
It's one of those games too where you gotta be good or people are gonna talk shit and it'll be one of those
I'm
things.
not going to be good. I can tell you
No.
that. I'm bad at all video games.
So yeah, not a Scott type of game. You might like it though, Kiana. You might like it. You can
Yeah.
get down on some things in there. But I love it. I'm having fun with it. They introduced this season Fantastic Four characters. And the first two that were introduced were Susan and Mr. Fantastic. So Miss Invisible, Mr. Fantastic, they both dropped. She was a healer. He is a DPS/tank hybrid. So like he beats the shit out of people, but he also has moments where he's really beefy and he's hard to kill. He's been the bane of my existence these last 2 days in ranked. I have hated having to fight against that man. He's been pissing me off. But then also teamed up with Miss Invisible. She is also one of the best healers in the game right now. She is in one of the best spots possible. She heals at a really high rate, and her ultimate is very fucking good. But like I said, we're getting the Fantastic Four, and those are only two. So they've been waiting to give us Human Torch and The Thing. We've been waiting on them. Those motherfuckers are about to drop here, and I want to say like week or two. Like very soon we're about to get them.
Yeah.
And I am looking forward to how they have them set up because the way this game works is like everybody has like a team up ability that will give everybody on the team buffs based on like who's in the team up or what the buff is or whatever like that. So like if you have Captain America, Thor, and Storm all in the same team, they all get a buff, like a thunder buff, which Thor gives Storm and
Jesus.
Captain America a thunder buff. Really cool shit. Or like if you're playing Squirrel Girl or Spider-Man, Squirrel Girl gets the ability to use Spider-Man's spider web to use it kind of like a sling and throw like an acorn bomb into people. And it's really fucking cool. Everybody just kind of has like their own like little team up and their little matchup with certain characters in the group. And I've seen potential leaks for what their matchups are going to be with the new characters are going to drop. And apparently Human Torch and Storm are going to have the ability to do a team up together. And Storm's ultimate ability is that she turns into a tornado and can fly. She flies into the sky and then basically creates a tornado and drops down on the team wherever they're at and just fucking wreaks havoc and spins around and deals damage to anybody in the facility.
Like a flame tornado.
Apparently, you're going to be able to create a flaming tornado
Sweet
with
Jesus.
both of their ults and deal a astronomical amount of damage. And I'm like,
That's
dude,
nuts.
that combo is going to
That's
be
wild.
so cool to see in game. That's going to be so fucking cool. I don't know what the Thing's collaboration is yet because I don't know how he's going to play in game. Everybody,
I'm sure he's going to be a tank.
yeah, he's going to be a tank, but we don't know what his
Yeah.
abilities and what his stuff is going to be. So we don't know how he's going to play or who he's going to play in with, but very much looking forward to them.
I was gonna say, while you were talking about that, Phasmophobia is getting ready to get a new update
Oh, are
too. Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
I think it's here sometime soon, but they're like reworking some of the maps. They're adding in like new ways for you to be able to like record evidence and stuff. You know how
Yeah.
like when people do, I don't know if you've ever watched like ghost hunting videos on YouTube or anything, like how when they talk into a recording device and then they like re-listen to it afterwards to see if there's anything that's going to be in there.
That's going to be
They're
dope.
adding like player customization. They're adding more events.
And, then
and,
more
like,
player
Easter
customization.
eggs
I'm getting
and
tired
stuff.
of being the one only black man in that game. The black dude with the receding hairline
And you
is
can
not fun.
I didn't know you could prestige in there until a while ago because I'm like, I think 90 is the highest level, but I'm
Prestige
like-
in a game that isn't Call of Duty is crazy.
I also prestige in COD too. I played COD for the first time in a month and a half the other day.
I seen you guys run. Yeah, I see. How was Fortnite too?
So the very first game I did good. I ended up in the top 3 and I was second. And then after that, it was a struggle for a hot fucking minute. And then I got 2 back-to-back best plays, one right after another. And then I just got my ass stomped afterwards. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't play this anymore.
Last time I played Call of Duty was when they were doing the collaboration for Squid Games when that first came about. And
Yeah,
they
I
were,
remember
they
that.
Were doing that. Yeah, that was whenever I was playing.
They have, oh, shit, I can't remember what it is now, but they have a different one now. But yeah. And then Fortnite was decent.
We
It wasn't
hyped
too bad
hyped
with the
up
new
Black
update.
Ops 6 so much. The only time I've played that game was with you.
I play it
That
all the
one
time.
I just have not cared to play
My
it.
PlayStation keeps getting moved around because I'm trying to set up everything else, and then fucking work happened and just everything, and I'm just fucking all over the place.
Yeah. Well,
For the people who don't know, I did pass my test.
Yeah.
I got my Class A.
He is a Class A driver now. You might see him out on the mean streets driving the big old trucks, moving that nice, fine product across the wonderful U.S. of A. So if you happen to recognize this man, definitely stop and say what's up.
It's a big, bright green truck. You won't miss it.
We'll have to give you some. We'll have to give you some more stickers to hand out that way. Whenever you go out to places, you start just.
I got a whole
You can
bunch
start
of them in my
tagging
truck.
like it's the early 2000s. You start running up. On
I still
street
need
signs, start
more.
slapping them on there.
I need more to give out to Soy City.
You start staying at hotel rooms and just start leaving the sticker in the bathroom on like the countertop.
On the mirrors all over the place
It's
and
like
shit.
sticking on the mirror. And it's like whenever they come back, whenever the house cleaning lady comes in and fucking comes and cleans up, she'll look at that and be like, huh, and just fucking. Next thing you know, we have another viewer in the middle
she'll
of
be
work.
like, motherfucker.
Right. So we're like, that's
who
who
put
that
that
was. Damn, he stained up these sheets.
Ew.
Ew.
Jesus.
All right. But before we continue, we have to do it. We have to do it now. It's running out of time.
It's gonna take a while.
It's Marvel. It's Marvel. We were already talking about rivals, but this is Marvel. This is the Marvel. This is the Marvel that we have all come to know and love. And we have now put all of that Marvel on a tier list. All of that Marvel that we know and love from the early 2000s all the way up till now. It's been building up. It's been one big story, one big convoluted fucking story with TV shows thrown in there to boot.
Just movie stuff.
They're all here.
Just the movies.
Just the movies are all here, not the shows. Because the fucking that would make it 10 times bigger than what it already is.
We would have had to started this 25 minutes
Dude,
ago.
I wanted to throw in the idea of doing the side ones too, but we have so many. There's so many. Like we don't even have that much time to do this.
There's 35 of them.
And
We'd be at.
to preface, we realize that the new Captain America movie is on the list. None of us have seen it.
Yeah.
It will not get ranked. So if you see it down there,
Dory
and
over there.
it does not get put on the tier list, please do not go into the comment section to be like, you didn't rank Captain America new movie.
Nobody has seen it yet.
Nobody's seen it yet, so we cannot give you an opinion. By the time this shit airs, maybe one of us has seen it and could give a opinion, but none of us have seen it. So
Nope.
we can't say anything on it. And there's going to be some on here too that some of us have not seen. And
Yeah.
so for those ones, you'll be able to give a shit about, because there'll be ones that Scott has seen that I haven't seen. There'll be ones that Kiana has seen that maybe Scott hasn't seen, or maybe I haven't seen. Who knows? But the one that we all haven't seen as a collective is Captain America. Everything else is on the table. So if you want to take a shit on one of us for something that we haven't seen on this list outside of that, go right the fuck ahead, because you're justified in that point. But other than that, these are also in timeline release order.
Yes.
Not the official release order when these movies came out. Like this is when how the timeline goes for the full Marvel Cinematic Universe.
The chronological timeline.
Yes. So beginning with the original Captain America, the first Avenger, the first movie. I'm gonna be so real. This is the most B or C tier movie for me. This is the most B or C tier movie.
Honestly,
for
I'd
me.
be fine with B too. I'm not gonna
I'm
lie.
not putting in C. B's fine.
B's fine.
It's Captain America. I'm not huge on Captain America, nor am I Captain Marvel. This is
I love this
I
movie.
like the movie. I'm not S tiering it though, but it's definitely a good movie.
this is a B for me.
Wow.
I'd A
Scott?
tier it.
Honestly, I'd probably B tier it too.
This is a B for me, dog.
Sorry.
This is a B. The
That's-
first Iron Man.
S tier.
Solid S
It's
tier.
got to be an
S
S
tier.
tier.
There's
It's
no
the one that
way.
started it all.
It's
Yeah.
gotta be an S tier.
2008.
There's
is the
no
first
way.
one.
Iron Man 2 is
Also
probably
S tier
no,
for
it
me.
is not.
It's also S tier.
No,
for
it
me.
is not.
I said for me.
It is going to
The words
not.
for me were at the end of that
Yeah, but
sentence.
it's not going to be up there. I can tell you that now, because it is not an S tier movie.
I think it's A tier.
It can go into A. I can
Okay.
respectfully put it in A,
I was
but
gonna
I
say,
cannot
yeah.
put it in S tier.
God, I haven't seen the whole
Him
movie
making his
in
new chess piece
so
is
long.
such an iconic moment.
It is.
In making the new element,
Yeah.
such an iconic moment.
It is. It is.
The whole fucking movie is good.
It's good. It's good, but I would not put it over the first one, nor would I put it up in the same category as the first one.
The Incredible Hulk.
The actor might not be canon, but
I haven't seen that movie in
is a
so
part
long.
of the MCU.
yeah, because doesn't Samuel L.
fuck-
Jackson show up at the end credit scene of that. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
it is.
he shows up. Yeah. So this Hulk movie was
I'm not gonna say
okay.
D. I'm not gonna say D.
It was okay.
Yeah,
But the thing about Hulk movies is they haven't been able to get them right at all. They have not.
The
been,
first one was rough.
The first one was rough as shit. So it's like the Hulk movies are just tough. Like they haven't given Mark Ruffalo anything as standalone at all.
They should have. I don't know what the fuck they have.
They haven't.
love
They
Mark
just have
Ruffalo.
not
He's
given
such
him
a good
shit.
actor. They
he
could have
is.
done
I
that.
love him. Yeah.
They just keep neglecting to give him any. I mean, who knows? He might not want to.
Fucking She-Hulk got
He
something
might not
before
want
he
to.
did.
Well, he was on She-Hulk too. He was in She-Hulk.
Yeah, but I'm saying she got something before
Yeah, he still
did.
doesn't have a full. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love him.
But
though.
I mean, you know,
I'd give it C tier.
Yeah, it's a C tier.
That's fine with
The
me.
movie's not that
I haven't
bad.
watched this
like
movie
if you're
in
a big
so
Hulk
long,
fan,
dude.
you might love that movie. But like me, as like an average Hulk fan, like I'm not big on Hulk. Like Hulk as an Avenger is cool, but I've never been the one to fall in love with the big green giant. Like I'm not huge about him. So like this movie just was not it. Like I said, you might be a big Hulk fan. You might have a higher on the list. And if you do, let us know in the comments. But man, I don't know. The first Thor movie, I'm gonna be so real. I'm gonna be so real.
You're gonna hurt me on this one.
This movie sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
This movie fucking sucks.
The second one does. The first one.
No.
does.
I like the second one way more than I do the
The
first
second
one.
one is
The first one sucked.
The second one is way lower
Rich.
rating.
The first one sucks.
You're such a
There's like
piece of
no action in the
shit.
first one. It is the Avengers movie. It is an Avengers fucking movie that has no
The
action.
Ragnarok one's one of my favorites.
It's the funniest.
Like, when it comes to ranking them, this one is literally the bottom of the barrel for me when
I
it
would
comes to
put it
ranking
in-
the Thor movies.
I'd at least put it in A tier for me.
I'm not putting it up.
I'm
that
not
high.
S
It's A
tiering
tier
it.
for me as well.
I got it in C.
So B. Jesus Christ.
I've got it in C.
That's so wild.
The movie sucks, yo. The movie sucks.
It
It's
doesn't.
not good.
The
He
very
fights one big fucking robot in the whole movie, and that's it.
It's a heavy storyline based movie.
Dog, so was Iron Man 1, and yet it's way more interesting. That's the problem with it. Compared to all these other like beginner movies, that's the thing that sucks, was that his was the most boring, yet he's probably one of the most broken characters at this time. And they made him look the weakest because they gave him one of the weakest fucking movies. And his sequels are much better than his first one. Like, I'll give him that. That first one really sucks. The original Avengers movie, the first Avengers title, the very first one where they all assemble for the very first time. What are we ranking this?
S tier.
Saying the first one is S tier?
Yes.
Counter, what are you saying? What are you feeling?
I'm trying to decide if I want it to be an S tier. What do you think?
I can agree with it being an S tier. I could agree with it being an S tier. I won't have an argument.
fine.
I won't have an argument if we put it in S tier.
We'll do S.
Okay. Iron Man 3. This one's kind of I've heard a lot of like everybody's mixed on this. I'll say everybody's mixed on this.
It is really good, but
It's really good.
it's
I
not,
like
it's
it a
not
lot.
better than 2.
It's not S tier for sure.
It's not equal to or better than 2. So it's got to be in B. I'd put it in B.
I say it's just as good as 2, if not better.
I was
honestly.
gonna say I would have put it in A.
Nah.
I'm putting it in A. Like honestly, I think it's just as good, if not better than 2. For real, I do. I like the concept of him battling the shit that's going on with the Avengers and having to deal with that whole shit.
Fighting anxiety.
Well, yeah, duh.
That too.
But like, still, it's like I love everything about that. It's going into A. You can move it to A because we said 2 against 1 on that. So yeah, we're going to A on that. Thor Ragnarok.
Nope. The Dark World.
Oh, the Dark World. The Dark World. Who was the villain in this one?
The Dark Elves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember now.
Yeah. It's okay. It's probably like another B tier for me.
Yeah, I'd say the same because it's not really as memorable as the other ones are.
No.
Scott?
I remember this one being a lot more
I'm-
a lot darker and gloomier too.
This was my point. I just looked it up. Is that Thor Dark World has a lower rating because it's notably worse than the first one. I just looked it up. worldwide, this one is worse than the first one.
He got
Just saying.
so pressed that he had to go
Because
fact check and shit.
I knew I was right.
Oh my
This is
God.
notably the worst Thor.
Remember when he said he didn't fact check anything about 25
I'm fact
minutes
checking
ago?
this one because I knew I was right.
Yeah, that was not
The
as
movie
memorable
sucks.
for me.
I mean, it doesn't matter
To you, it sucks. That's fine.
It doesn't matter because I mean, both of them are about to sit in the same fucking spot, so they both could equally.
Yeah, you didn't
suck
even
the
say where
same
you want
amount. Yeah, I'm
B is
saying
fine.
just
B
Okay.
is fine.
All right, so cool.
I don't hate it. I just like the other one more.
Yeah, they both equally suck just as bad. They're both
that one's
bad.
gonna go in B.
Yep, they're both bad.
Then we got the Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
Is this the one that you said you didn't see?
I've
you were-
seen Winter Soldier. I haven't seen. No, this is Age of Ultron, isn't it?
No.
No,
This is
this
Winter
is
Soldier.
Winter
The Winter
Soldier.
Soldier happens before Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have seen Winter Soldier. I've seen Winter Soldier.
I'd put it in the same boat as the first Captain America. I'd put it in B.
Put it in B.
That's fine too.
It's
I can
okay.
rock that. I can rock that.
I love
The first Guardians of the
Guardians of
Galaxy.
the Galaxy.
This is S tier.
S tier.
I'm gonna be so real. Like Guardians of the Galaxy for me is probably gonna be S tier all the way through.
God,
I'm just gonna
yeah.
already let it be known up front.
Well, that's what this one
volume
is. This is the
volume
second
2,
one.
I feel, is more A tier. I don't necessarily care for the main story. I do enjoy the fuck out of the movie, but I don't know. I just didn't feel this one as much as the first
Which one was 2? Was 2 the one where he meets his dad?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, dude, nah. See, that one's good. That one's so fucking good. Like I the story is not like I get that you're not having as much fun as you are in the first one, but the story is definitely
Yeah,
there for the second
It's
one.
so good.
And then once we get to the third one, it becomes even more heavily story based, and then it makes you want to cry.
The third one's sad.
The second one was the one. The second one is the one that really hits you in the father son feels. If you have like a father son type of bond, that like a really tough one with your dad, like in real life, it'll hit you there. But the third movie is where it really like if you were on the verge of crying in the second one, the third one is the one that's literally just taking you and pushing you over the edge.
Yeah,
It's literally just throwing you over the edge. I can live with it being an A.
that's fine.
I can live with it being an A.
I wouldn't put it any lower than that.
I
It's
wouldn't.
not going any
No,
lower.
I
It's
wouldn't
definitely not
either.
going any lower. All right, I will leave this one up to you guys. This is the one that I have not seen.
like the Age of Ultron.
I have not seen Age of
I
Ultron.
like it, but not as much as the first one.
no,
so
no, definitely
like
not.
I said, this is when they make Vision and everything else.
Yeah,
It is a really good movie, but I'd put it in like A. A is
I'd
fine.
say A too.
Like I
it's-
told them before we started recording, I know of the things that happen in this movie, but this was just one of the movies that I kept forgetting to watch. And by the time that it was like, dog, I should really watch this, I was already like 4 movies behind, and I was like, it's too late. I have to get caught up. Like I
I
have to get
watch
caught up.
everything
Yeah,
else.
I have to get caught up.
Yeah, A tier's fine with me.
Yep. Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man.
I love the people that he has in Ant-Man.
I like Ant-Man. I like Paul Rudd. He is
It's like a B.
God, dude. I love it, but man, it is like a B.
Because they have Michael Pena in that movie, and he's
Mhm.
fucking
He is funny.
hilarious.
Pretty much all side characters are hilarious. It's
God,
funny
I
as
love
shit.
him, but he's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with
It's a
that.
B. Yeah, it's gonna be a B. Civil War. This
S
is
tier is a motherfucker.
this is the
S
one
tier
that
as
Here's a
fuck.
motherfucker.
well, this is the one that set it all off.
Oh yeah,
Like,
This
yeah,
is when
yeah.
we started combining all of
this
those
is when we
Mhm.
started to go crazy with the MCU. Like at this point right now, what you are seeing on the screen in this tier list, everything is pretty tame. Other than probably like Guardians of the Galaxy being like the only like kind of like crazy one, everything else is pretty tame. Now, once we've hit Civil War and all shit has hit the fan and we've had an inner conflict, now we're starting to get introductions from a lot of characters that would then get their own shit and open the door for a lot more shit to happen.
Yep.
Civil War is absolutely an S tier.
Yeah.
It is absolutely an S tier.
There's
There was
no doubt about it.
It is absolutely an S tier. And then
Homecoming.
Homecoming. Now, this is not the best out of this trilogy.
Oh no,
This is not the best out of this trilogy. This is like an A tier or B tier, but this is not the best out of this trilogy.
I could put it in A.
I was gonna say I say A because I do really like
I
this
love Tom
movie
Holland.
We all
still.
know which one's the best
Oh,
one.
I love
yeah.
Tom Holland Spider-Man.
We all easily know which one's the best
yeah.
one of the 3.
The first Doctor Strange movie.
I fucking love this movie.
I
First of
S-tier
all,
this movie. I will rewatch this anytime.
I love this movie so
Okay.
goddamn much.
This movie's fucking phenomenal.
I would S tier this.
All right, both of y'all are saying S tier. I can't argue with anything there.
I love Doctor Strange. It's such a good fucking
All right,
movie.
and this one's going in S tier.
S-tier.
It's Black Panther.
Oh yeah,
Wakanda
for
Forever.
sure. For sure.
Wakanda
I'd do
Forever.
it, but I'd smack my microphone.
Ragnarok.
I love this one.
I'd S tier, to be honest with you. I fucking
Honestly,
love this
I
movie.
would too. I love the sister. I love her. Just the whole
Oh, you
movie.
like Hella?
Oh,
You like
God,
Hella?
yeah, I love
Hella?
Hella. Are you fucking kidding me?
Man,
Do you know who I am
I
as a
think she
human
plays a good
being?
villain, but I don't
I love
like that.
Do you know who I am as a human? She's a badass.
Yeah, I can go S tier.
And the
movie's
fucking
hilarious.
You okay over there, dog?
God.
You know, make it TMC. TMC made a face like he was struggling over there for a second. I had to check up on my homie. This is the Black Widow movie.
I'd only seen it once.
I like this movie. Is it everybody's favorite? Probably
I wouldn't
not.
S tier it. I would not.
No,
I wouldn't
it's not
put it up
everybody's
that high.
favorite.
No.
It's probably a solid B. I'd put it up above. Put it in between Thor and Captain Marvel. So like the third one on
the third one in B.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. Because it's better than those ones there. But as we start to get to the top of B, I feel like you could kind of argue for those three. Ant-Man and the Wasp. This is where Ant-Man starts to get a little bit more fun, but it's still
Yeah, you
just
switched.
Ant-Man.
You switched these two movies.
Yeah, 'cause
according
it was
to
in the wrong
list.
order.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
'Cause
Ant-Man and the
they-
Wasp came out
I
sooner
have not
than the
seen this
original.
one.
It came out right before Infinity War.
was the first one.
Actually,
Timeline wise, you gotta remember this is timeline wise.
Infinity War was before Ant-Man and the Wasp.
yeah, it was. Yeah, it
Anyways, Ant-Man and the Wasp. I've never seen it, so you two do your. I haven't watched it
yeah,
yet.
technically that's in the wrong order, but
Yeah, he fucked it up.
it's one over.
He fucked
It's
it
fine.
up.
It's fine. It's fine.
He fucked it up. Scott fucked it up.
I haven't seen it.
You fucked it up.
Well,
You
it's
fucked
it's
it
where
up.
they learn about the quantum realm, which
Yep.
is what
Mhm.
wins them in Endgame and everything else.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn good. It's better than the original, so I'd put it in A.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I could agree with that. I could agree
It's
with
better
that.
than the original.
It is. It is.
Well, both of them are better than the original. Well, I can't.
Both of them are better than
I
the
haven't
original.
seen Quantumania.
I've seen
I haven't seen that one
Quantumania.
either.
It's better than the original.
All right, now
Um,
we got Infinity War.
Infinity War. This is where the big bang is. This is the ultimate big mega mashup. This is where shit hits the fan oh so seriously.
I don't know if we really didn't have much conversation for the next two, but I think they should both go in S tier.
Yeah, them as a whole, yeah. If you were to rank one over the other, though, like
Endgame's
I
better.
would Endgame
Endgame
better.
is better.
Yeah.
Endgame is better. Like, so put Endgame up there first, which is the purple one.
The second, yeah, that one.
Yep, put that one up there in S tier first, and then put that one right behind it. There we go. Because we could agree that the part one and part two are both S worthy, but part two
Endgame's
is better than
yeah,
part one.
definitely.
That is absolutely I mean, it has a lot riding on it. It has a lot riding on it. Like, I mean, it had to be good as what it was.
Yeah.
This is Spider-Man
Far From Home.
Yeah,
Yes, Far From Home.
I
This
think
is
I
such
think
a
it
good
can go
movie.
right
This is
there
the one
up
with
in
Mysterio.
yeah.
Mhm.
I think this one
Yeah.
can go in A right with Homecoming.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it'd be an
this can
A
go into
too.
A. This can go into A. I like this one a lot. It has a really good plot twist at the end. Very fucking solid.
It is really good.
Have you-
Shang-Chi and the
you've
Ten
seen-
Rings
you've
is a
seen this
very
I have
underrated
not
one.
seen this.
It's fire.
It is very
It's fire.
underrated. It is not talked about enough.
I don't
Shang-Chi-
think S.
It's
but
in
it's
my-
fucking
it is
good.
a
It's
high
in
A.
my list to watch, but I have not seen it
It
yet.
is a high A for me. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
an A.
S, but it is high A. I would put it
in between Ultron and Spider-Man.
yeah, put it in between Ultron and Spider-Man. Yep, right in the middle there. Yep.
Right.
Yep, perfect. Bang. Move that Spider-Man up in front of Ant-Man and the Wasp, the Spider-Man on the end. Just move that one up a little bit for me too, please. So the Spider-Mans are together. Yeah, bang. Cool.
I
Appreciate it.
also have not seen this either.
I have not seen Eternals either.
Eternals is actually pretty good.
This is
I
also
wouldn't- I
another
wouldn't
on
see
my
your D
list
tier.
thing.
It's not bad. I'd put it in B.
Low B,
It's fine with me.
mid B.
Shit.
Think it's better than Thor?
Put it one up. Yeah, right there.
There you go.
It's
Cool.
better. It's better than Ant-Man.
Better than Ant-Man. All right, hey. All right, and the Spider-Man movie of Spider-Man
No
movies.
Way
S-tier.
Home. Yep.
S-tier.
S tier, and go
S-tier.
ahead and
Yep.
throw it up there in between Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy.
The third to the
The
make it the
third
third
one
spot.
on the top. Yep, third spot. Oh, keep going right there. Bang. Yep. You could argue with me all you want for the top 3. Honestly, it's the number 1 Avengers.
I think it's better than Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think it's better than Guardians of the
Oh, yeah.
Galaxy. I personally, for the
I could put it in between Iron Man and Avengers.
that's what I'm saying. Like you could really.
I don't
have
think
an
it's better
argument.
than Iron Man.
I
love
where
Iron
we
Man
could,
too
that's where we
much.
could have an argument there. See,
that's your favorite, though.
That's the one. Yeah.
That's my favorite movie.
Right.
In the MCU.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's
So
your
that one is
It
favorite.
started
yeah.
it all. It has such a place in my heart. I couldn't put anything.
So we got Doctor.
Tony Stark built this in a cave
Jesus Christ.
with a box of scraps.
with a box of scraps.
Doctor Strange
Doctor
in the
Strange
multiverse
2, yeah.
of madness.
This is when Wanda went crazy.
This was a good movie too. I do
This
like this
was
a lot,
very
but I
good.
really
I'd A-tier.
enjoy Doctor Strange a
I
lot.
A-tier
I
as
do
well.
too. I'm ready for an. I think
Benedict
they've already
Cumberbatch.
announced.
He's
a
like in
third
my
movie for
fucking
him.
like top 3
Benedict
favorite.
Cumberbatch.
I
I'm
love
pretty sure
him.
they've already announced a third movie. I
I'm
don't
pretty sure
remember.
they're getting a
I don't
third.
Have
think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Every
That would be so
major
cool. I love Doctor
every
Strange.
major
gotta go look at
superhero
it.
gets 3.
Go look at the timeline. If you're in the comment section and we don't figure it out, let us know in the comment section below if they've announced a new movie or not.
Oh,
or if
this
it's
one's
just rumors.
the
This is Thor: Love and Thunder.
It's
I love Love and Thunder. I really do like Love and Thunder a lot. I like Love and Thunder
I think
a
I've
lot.
only seen it once.
I don't know if I like it as much as the other two.
I do. I'd put it up there in A tier with the.
Nah,
I'd put it up there in A
I'd leave
tier
it in
with-
B with
with-
the rest of the other two.
Oh no.
I couldn't put it
No.
in A.
No,
I couldn't have put it above them.
No. Thor,
up to
Thor
Keanu.
going and getting his powers back and becoming himself again, and then Natalie Portman
That's
coming back in, and
he gets his powers back in Ragnarok.
well, not powers back, but it gets his fucking inspiration and shit
his
back.
mojo.
Yeah,
It's just when he's all fat, right?
this is when he leaves the Guardians to go back home.
It was
and-
after Endgame and
Yeah.
everything else. It's
I put
this-
A tier.
All
I'd
right,
put it in
it's
A.
2 A's against,
But I
against 1B.
wouldn't. I wouldn't put it
It's
very
not going
far
high
up.
A.
No,
It's not going high A, but it's going.
It's
A.
going to stay at the
I-
end.
I like it better than everything in B tier. Like that's where I'm sitting at with this. Like
Yeah, but
I like it better than
and I was going to
everything
say
in
I
B
like
tier.
Doctor Strange, the second one, better than I like that one. So it's
Yeah.
not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I like Captain Marvel and Captain America better than I like that movie.
No.
I don't. I like Captain America. It's just like I don't know, man. It's one of those startup movies, dude. It's like the startup movies are very hit and miss. The only one that was very good was like Spider-Man and Iron Man, and then like Guardians of the Galaxy. But outside of those ones, and like Black Panther, we don't
Well,
really have a whole lot of them.
Speaking of Black Panther, there's
Yeah.
Wakanda Forever.
Kind of Forever, which
I give it
S
a.
tier.
I'd A
S.
tier. I don't like it as much as the first one.
S tier.
I don't like it as much as the first one either, but
God, it's so you don't have to like it as much as the first one, but I think it's an S tier. I still think it's going up in the S tier. It's so fucking good.
that's fine.
It's so good. And we get the introduction of Namor, which was
Yep,
a
right there.
character I did not think we were going to get on the live action scene.
This I have not seen. This is that other Ant-Man,
The Quantumanium.
the Quantumanium.
So
This is on you.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. I think it's really good. This is whenever we are getting more stuff about Kang, the big villain that was supposed to be for this phase of Avengers. And they do a really good job of using him in the storyline and infusing their storyline with his. But it's still an Ant-Man movie, man. So it's only gonna go so far.
You said it's better than the original.
It is
so
better
that
than
puts
the
it in A.
original. Yeah, I'd put it in A. I'd put it behind Love and Thunder. I just put it right at the end of A. Yeah.
And that's volume 3.
This is S tier.
Yeah,
It's S
this is
tier.
S tier.
This is S tier.
It's so sad.
Actually, put that up.
Put
fuck.
that in between Civil War and Doctor Strange.
One over. Oh,
No,
Nope. One. Yeah. Yeah.
There you
right
go.
there. Yeah. I feel like that's comfortable.
Yeah.
I feel comfortable with that.
I have not seen.
I like Doctor Strange a lot, but dude, that Guardians of the Galaxy 3, it has its
Oh,
funny
yeah.
moments, it has its sad moments, it
It's
has its
so
fun
sad.
moments. It is the the most well-rounded third movie in the installment series next to the No Way Home. Mrs. Marvel.
I've
or
not
the
seen
Captain
this.
Marvel.
It's
The Marvels.
The Marvels.
Whatever the.
Mrs.
I've never seen
Marvel.
it.
I haven't either.
Oh man, D tier.
Wait, hold on.
Dog. This shit bombed. Box office. This shit bombed in the box office. It was terrible.
I feel like we
Hold
should have just
on.
done how we did for Captain America and just not ranked it.
Dude, no. Because like that shit.
It may have bombed to the box office. What if we watched it and we actually did like it? How do we know?
No. Because I don't like it. I know I'm not gonna like it because I already didn't like the first fucking one. Why would I like another one?
I love the first one. Man.
I don't.
I did.
I don't. And I know I'm not gonna like that one. And everybody and their mother, when that movie came out, said that movie was not good.
I didn't watch it.
Like the TV show for the Captain Marvel, the Hispanic girl, the little girl that got powers, whatever. They have a TV show on Disney Plus for her. She's another one of the Marvels that are in this movie. So it was like real cool that they teamed them up because it brought their little universes together and they finally got their whole shebang. But other than that, the movie was not good outside of that. Literally everybody's comments were, it's cool that they connected her series to her and they finally brought them together. But outside of that, the movie was not good. I had literally not heard a single good thing about this movie. I feel comfortable putting it in D tier because I know even if I watch it, it's probably not going higher than C tier anyway. I don't like Captain Marvel. And it's mostly just I don't like Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. I just really don't. I don't mind the character. I just don't like Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. I like Brie Larson. I just don't like her as Captain Marvel. That's just that.
Next movie's S tier. I don't care what anybody says.
S-tier. It's Deadpool, Wolverine.
There's no question.
Put it up. You got to put it up in between. Put it in between Avengers and Spider-Man.
The third spot. That's such a good fucking movie.
Yep.
God, it was so good.
Yep.
I don't know if I put it above Spider-Man for me.
God, it was such a good movie. You're fucking whack.
What?
I would move it one over.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. The amount of shit that movie did.
The amount of people that movie brought in.
Dude, it's insane.
I almost fucking shit myself when they brought Blade out. I said, no fucking way!
It literally dug up shit that was untouchable for years. And made them canon. Like, it literally made something that was impossible to be canon.
God.
So much shit.
I love that. I love that Spider-Man movie so much.
Spider-Man did it too. But then Deadpool just took its big fat anaconda dick and whipped it right the fuck out. It was like, hey kid, I see you, but I raise you one more. Like,
so good.
Legitimately.
So good.
It did everything that we loved about the Spider-Man movie, but it just did it on a scale that only Deadpool could hit. It really did. It literally it does the same thing. It brings back characters that you wouldn't think you would ever see again to do some shit that you would never think that you would see them do together. Ever. You would never think that you would get Channing Tatum's Gambit. You never thought that you would get Wesley Snipes'. Nobody ever thought that they would get Channing Tatum's Gambit.
So fucking great.
That was something that was
supposed
to happen.
Now that we see how he would have played that character, everybody wants... Like,
why
didn't we get it?
They want to standalone. He was supposed to be Gambit.
He was supposed to be him originally, yeah.
But they canceled it.
Yeah.
It was a matter of...
It wasn't canceling.
It was because he was already doing so many projects that he couldn't get the time
it was
in to do it. So
scheduling
he
conflicts.
backed out of it. They tried to recast it. They recasted it for the movie... what was it? It wasn't First Class. It was the X-Men, like not Apocalypse. What was the third X-Men movie?
Fuck, I don't know.
Or no. The first Wolverine movie with Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. What was that one?
Origins.
X-Men Origins. They had the Gambit in Origins. And I was supposed to be Channing Tatum, but they ended up swapping him out because he had another movie that he was doing, which I believe was Step Up at the time. One of the Step Ups.
Damn.
So like he was doing one of the Step Ups.
He was only in the first one.
That puts that
he was in the first one fully.
Perception of how old that is.
Yeah.
He was only in Step Up 2 for like 5 minutes at the beginning.
But even then, like he was doing a whole lot. Oh no! It might have been 21 Jump Street. It might have been 21 Jump Street.
That one.
It might have been 21 Jump Street.
Yeah.
But nonetheless,
Step Up was a long ass time ago, buddy.
For years we were supposed to have this man as Gambit. Like there was like so many things that we're supposed to put this man as Gambit.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And people have gone back and been
and
like,
then they bring back Elektra and fucking God.
People are like, it's not as good as what it was whenever you first go see it. I'm like, that's bullshit.
And people were making fun of the way he was talking to it. And I'm like, that's how he talks, right? And you also know that's where that's how his family talks too. Yeah. Like he's got family from there.
He's got that.
That's how he knows how to do that accent.
He's got that Creole.
Yeah.
He's got that Creole in him. It's amazing. It's amazing.
You and your fucking Creole.
Like, hey,
We literally only have some in that cabinet because you ask for it every
Yeah.
I have some
fucking
at
time we
home,
eat
so-
something.
I have it at home.
all right. So looking at this real quick, is there anything that we want to move around, move up, move down, change spots? I mean, hell, if you want to, TMC, you could change D tier to, if you want to change the D, you could put it to haven't seen. And we could just put Captain America and the Marvel right there just to kind of clear up that bottom spot.
Yeah.
Cool. And then just throw that there. Bang.
Ta-da.
Cool. Da-da-da-da-da. So anything
I'm
that we want
fine
to do?
with everything, honestly.
I'll say I feel like everything's pretty cool right now.
Yeah, well, I've tried.
I mean,
to
like, you
I've
have
tried to
your- yeah,
argue
you
a
have your
couple of
gripes.
them.
But-
You lost. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. There's only so much you can do in this situation when there's 3 of us. If there was 4 of us, then that might be make a difference. I mean, who knows? Maybe when we get the guest beard on here, we can have a tier list where there's a lot more arguments that could happen because there's a lot more people to throw in some words. But as it stands, I feel like we could all agree that this is where this is going to be, how this is going to look. So let's go ahead and just blow this up on the screen for you guys one quick time. Enjoy it. Look at it. If there's anything that you guys see here on this wonderful tier list
You
that
wanna-
you think needs to be moved,
Dog any of us for
Right. any of our choices make you
Opinions.
mad, piss you off, make you
Eat
want
a
to throw a
dick.
drink at a TV, let us know
I don't
in the
give a
comments
fuck.
below. Let us know. I want to hear how mad you got hearing us talk about this shit. I want to know what Thor fan is mad at me. I want to hear it. Oh, I want to hear it. Oh, give me that energy in the comment section. Tell me how much you love Thor just so I can tell you how shit that movie is. And let's go ahead and scoot that bad puppy off the screen there. Well, guys, as we're wrapping up this wonderful episode, we have a staple that we do.
Scott.
Wonderful musical segment that we do. I'm not gonna sing.
Are you going to cue it, or you're still talking? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
It's a great little segment.
It's called Song of the Week.
Song of the week.
Song of the
Week. Song of the week. Scott, explain to them what song of the week is.
All right, so Song of the Week is where we recommend a song to you.
Yep.
And you listen to it or don't listen to it. Let us know if it's a good song, bad song, trash it, pass it, do whatever you want to do. Let us
Yep.
know how you feel about it down in the comment sections below. If you think it's trash song, I mean, it's fine. You're probably wrong. It's whatever.
Yeah, it's okay.
Whatever. It's
okay to be
fine.
wrong.
You probably suck anyways. Whatever.
Musical taste is probably poo poo.
Yeah, but we do this every week. You could find our Song of the Week playlist on Spotify, and it is in order, in the order that we say it from episode 2 all the way to now.
Oh
Bah,
yeah.
bah. And our song of the week was graciously given to us by Amber again, of course.
Yeah, the wonderful community song of the week. If you have a community song of the week, leave it in the comment section down below, and we will either down below or any of our social medias, and we will be able to put
Now
it in
you can
here.
send it to any of us, or just on the Beauty and the Beard shit too. We'll
Yep.
take it.
Yep,
But
yep.
she has got, it's called Mary Jane by Abby Callahan.
Oh,
Never heard of it.
never heard of it, but hey, Amber's always got some kind of
The
random
name of
assorted
the,
song.
The artist sounds familiar, and I feel like Callahan's probably just a popular name.
No
Probably.
idea.
I know the song Mary Jane by Rick James. But outside of that,
Not the
it's
same
not,
thing. I
It's
don't-
not that.
it's
I
not
don't think
that.
that's the same thing.
I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my main thing. Sorry. She makes me feel alright.
Mine
She makes my heart sing.
is different than last week because I had that little softy, you know.
Oh.
And then it's gonna go
Yeah.
hard deathcore.
No, not deathcore. We're going to Twistin' Fingers by that Mexican OT.
Oh.
Finally got a Mexican OT song on there. I'm surprised
like
you didn't go with the
I
one
feel
that
like I've
didn't
heard you
air.
bring this up too. This song, I feel like I've heard
Johnny
you bring-
Dang. I'm sure I will at some point with Johnny Dang, but right now Twistin' Fingers is my shit.
She mentioned it before, but it was on one of the episodes that didn't air.
Twisted Fingers.
No.
No, I was about to say. I feel like
Johnny
you brought up that
Dang.
song "Twist Your Fingers" before. It might not have been on an episode, but I feel like you brought it up before.
Probably. It's probably been played at some point.
Yeah.
Mexican
Yeah.
OT, Mexican OT really be banging sometimes. So
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyways, Al, what you got, homie?
Mine is kind of funny.
Kind of funny.
It's kind of funny.
Okay.
So there was a song that re-topped the top 100 for the first time in years since like I want to say like 2014, 2015, like area. I don't know if it's specifically those years, but it's around like that era of our music, our like middle school, high school era of music. You know,
What year did you say?
it was around like between 2013, 2015 area.
Oh yeah, I was out of high school by then.
I
buddy.
graduated. Yeah,
Well,
2012.
I
whatever.
always forget you're younger than us.
Yeah. Well, you know, hey,
Sorry.
sorry, whatever.
You said the year, and I was like, no, that doesn't sound right for middle school, high school.
it is what it is.
Anyways, go ahead.
But nonetheless, Fetty Wap
Oh
has
my
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
made
fucking
his
Christ.
way back to top 100
Oh my God.
with his hit song Again. That's the name of the song. The name of the song is Again. And if you don't know the song, you've probably been hearing it across TikTok.
There's no way
like,
you fucking haven't.
It's getting yeah.
Again,
I want
baby.
you to be mine again, baby. Hey,
I saw
man.
somebody ask his
Man.
girlfriend to be his Valentine by sitting in the bed of his truck, and he's got like how mine does, where the remote opens the trunk, and he had his Bluetooth speaker playing the song.
Yeah,
as
the
she walked
JBL
out,
speaker.
and the moment she got close, he pressed the button and it lowered the gate, and he had a fucking rose in his mouth and shit. I was like, this
Yeah, bro.
people in this damn song, man.
The memes with everybody, all these anime characters showing up, like there's so many memes that keep happening.
Oh,
where
dude,
it
the
was like,
Naruto one was,
there was
in
like,
his
yeah,
pain fight,
where it's like
Oh.
Naruto's like people was tripping until Naruto showed up to the Great Ninja War with a JBL speaker, and it's like Pain talking his shit or whatever, and then in the background all you hear is yay, baby, and it's just like fading into the song. I want you to be mine, and he like slams in. Somebody like photoshopped him, like instead of like the giant scroll on Naruto's back, it's a giant JBL speaker.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious, dude.
It's
so good.
JBL's just getting some fat ass
They're getting
advertisement.
mad
out of this.
advertisement right now.
They're
Granted,
fucking
JBL is some
great.
solid ass fucking
Oh, fuck
stickers.
yeah.
They've been doing it with animes left and right.
Oh, God, yeah.
My favorite one is not even an anime one. It is literally Aunt May from Spider-Man, the very
the
first
hell?
Spider-Man, when
Oh,
she's
when the
sitting
Green Goblin
there
comes through the
and
fucking
she's
window.
fucking praying and she's saying like the Lord's Prayer. She's like saying like that, fucking dear Heavenly Father, for I have sinned, blah, 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 blah. In the middle of her prayer, if you've seen the first movie, you know this scene. Green Goblin explodes the fucking wall behind Grandma and blows it up. But somebody edited to the moment that he blows that shit up, it's I want you to be mine, and it just blows her shit up. Oh, it's so funny.
Jesus.
The memes that have come from this song and the fact that it's got back to top 100 because of it, it's got to be here.
That's funny
It's
shit.
got to be here.
Scott,
Plus, Fetty Wap is one of those guys you can't just let fade into obscurity. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta
Valid.
give everybody a little taste of him here and there. Can't let him die off.
what you got?
I'm surprised that this artist hasn't made my song of the week at all so far in fucking 26 episodes of this shit. My song of the week is Pandemonium by NF.
Oh wow, yeah, I am surprised you haven't put any NF. in
I
here.
Honestly,
haven't put
surprised,
a single
yeah.
NF song out here yet. I'm really surprised that I haven't, but I haven't. And I chose Pandemonium out of all the songs that the NF has
Yeah,
is because WWE's been using this song a lot
yeah,
for their like little, I don't know, like videos or whatever they do before like a pay-per-view starts or shit like
Mhm.
that. They've been using it a lot because if you listen to it, it works.
yeah.
Every time somebody does some kind of like finisher or something like that, they
Yeah.
catch them on every little beat drop because there's so many
Yeah.
throughout the song, and it's such a fast-paced song. I think Logan Paul, I think, is one of the reasons why it became popular in WWE. I don't know why. I don't really give a fuck because it's a fire ass song, and I'm happy that NF's getting the clout he
Yeah.
definitely deserves.
NF's not bad. It's never been a go-to artist for me per se.
He's got some good shit though.
But he's got some good shit, you know. Like there have been times where I've like, because he's been on a couple sports games so far, and I've heard him, and I'm like, you know, like it was one of those moments where I didn't recognize who it was, but I was like, it's not a bad song, and I found myself being into it a little bit, even though I was like, I don't know who this is. So like, sometimes I need that because if I know who the artist is, sometimes that'll just like MGK, we was talking about him earlier. If I hear MGK made a song, the fact that I know that it's MGK's song automatically like knocks it down a couple notches for me. Just because I don't like MGK, just because I don't like him like personally. So it's like the song to everybody else might be a banger off rip. I'm already looking at it as it's okay. Like, and that's kind of like how I have to be sometimes. I can't see
I
the
feel like
artist.
you dig a little too deep sometimes.
I'm big about my music, dog. I love
be
my
like
music
that.
a lot. I love my music a lot. I'm big on my media when it comes to movies, music, and video games. Those are my passions. Those are my shits. So whenever I get to it, I really get into it. Like those are my go-tos for real, for real. I know some people got niches like that. People are like that with WWE and everything too, where you can't say shit to them about WWE. Like, God forbid you meet a person who is an actual fan of like The Rock. Like, I'm a fan of The Rock, but go meet one of those The Rock meat suckers, one of those actual like rock gobblers, bro. Those dudes are
he's
hard
such a
they're hard
man,
to
bro.
argue with. They're hard to argue with that he's not the greatest because they'll just throw it in your face. So like, I get it.
Such a big man.
I get it. But with that, Kiana, you want to go ahead and walk these sweet folks out of here with some sweet ass
You're-
words of wisdom?
With some sweet ass words.
Hey.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends and family because we're still on the road to some kind of thing for him now. We don't know.
Who knows?
It was 1,000 subscribers for a mullet, but
I might just do like a one chip challenge or something. Who fucking knows?
ruining
At this fucking point, I might
Oh
just do
my
one of
God.
those.
Pick a better drink next time.
a
Man,
one chip
no, we're
challenge.
getting regular
is
Pepto-Bismol,
so
not extra
bad.
Pepto-Bismol. We're not getting that. We're
And
gonna
a
get regular
Frappuccino.
Pepto.
And a
And we're gonna get regular
Frappuccino.
Pepto, and we're gonna have a gallon of milk.
And then shout out to Pokestop Collectibles.
Yup.
They got
Yup.
all your Pokemon, your anime, your Warhammer needs. Shout out
Yup.
to him. Go out there if you need anything.
All your trading card needs. They
Yes,
got them.
sir. We've got
They
all.
do also have Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic.
Oh, there
Oh,
you go. There you
shit.
go. So if you're into those
Fucking,
ones
I
too,
used to love Yu-Gi-Oh
Yeah.
cards. I collected the shit out of those. Anyways,
Yeah.
all of our links are in the description below for TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify. Spotify also has, if anybody's not watching on YouTube, our audio listeners as
Yes.
well.
If you can't catch the videos, the audio is always there. So
Yes,
if it's
sir.
hard for you to watch the video, if you're busy doing something, if you're working, or if you're like on the road like Scott is and you can't keep your eyes on a video screen, if
Yep.
you just want the audio aspect of it to hear the conversation, just to give yourself some background noise.
But if you
Spotify's
love
place.
us and you got time,
Yeah,
YouTube's there.
definitely.
Just come see our beautiful faces.
Yup. And you know me. I love you. I say it all the time, so I gotta mean it. I gotta mean it at this point. How could I not mean it? I've been telling you this every single week. Like, how could I not mean it at this point? You know I mean it. So you know you gotta come back. You know you gotta come hang out with us again because it's always a fun time. And I mean, who knows? There might be more video game stuff coming up. We still gotta finish that game, Mario Party. Don't want to miss how that ends. So
Yes.
definitely tune in. Definitely come back. We want to have more fun with you guys, and we don't want you guys to miss out on all the fun that we have out here. So definitely tune in. This has been a wonderful, beautiful, fun episode of Beauty and the Beards. We definitely didn't hit all the topics that I wanted to hit today. We definitely spent a lot more time on Super Bowl stuff than I thought we would. But it has been a wonderful, beautiful episode. We hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and we hope to see you on the next one. Until then, peace out, you guys.
Peace out,
Bye-bye.
homies.